Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Let's hear your voice. Let me be sure you can do it.
99.3
Tell them
Nigeria.
about money first. I'm putting her. I'm trying to evaluate her stability, whether she's ready for work today. She doesn't feel too good.
Lagos, there's money on ground, okay? Courtesy of Oneplay.ng, okay? And all you have to do is play. It's that simple, okay? 25,000 naira. If I could have played, I would have won a lot.
I believe her when she says that.
Yeah, they don't know, and that's why people will see 25,000 naira on ground, and you just be looking at it, and it to be looking at you, and you be looking at it, and it to be looking at you. Let them just give me opportunity to play, just by mistake. Anyways, 25,000 naira is up for grabs on the sunny side, and you can just dial the code *347 *880 *3#. That is the code, and the website is www.oneplay.ng. You can go to that website as well, and when you're done, just cross your fingers and wait. Make sure you pick your station Nigeria Info, very important. And if you play today and you do not win, or you've played on WhatsApp Lagos and they did not call your name, or your number did not get picked, well, guess what? You can try again now. That draw will happen in 2:00 hour, and if you don't win today, guess what? You can also win Jackpot Friday tomorrow. So there's 50,000 naira going on shows across board tomorrow. So please don't give up. Continue playing. Happy playing. I'll come back and tell you again, just in case. For those of you that missed the memo, I'm nice like that.
On a bad day. Such a gift. It's Confessions Thursday. We're 99.3. We're Nigeria Info. So that caller, I don't know if I should be the one to begin the confessions. A caller called yesterday from overseas. It was about that fight. I really want to talk about it. I was up 3 a.m. and a number of things were running through my mind, including that silly moment on radio. And it's not so silly, really, except when you take a moment back and you think about it. I think on Confessions Thursday, we need to talk about power. No, pardon me. No.
Open thoughts.
No,
Lords of Logic.
Like a Lords of Logic type conversation.
Yeah.
We need to talk about power, but this time around, we need to center the conversation around violence. Yeah, because yesterday someone called from overseas and said that this is me confessing now. Just so you know where I've been.
Confessions Thursday. She's not anonymous.
In the darkness of the night. So yesterday somebody called from overseas and he was trying to caution Nigerians who were offended by the commentary of one of the callers. And so I think sometimes the problem with not feeling is that you miss the point. Like, you do a fantastic and excellent work of missing the point. This caller that called me from Europe, you're on the side of the planet where there's a semblance. It's not the most orderly. It's not the most peaceful. Yeah. But there's a semblance of order, justice, and fairness.
Yeah.
Because men have had to bleed for that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that you're in a country where it's as though they're a thread away from disorder. And what guarantees this semblance of order is how they tend to manage justice and truth now, so that the society doesn't degrade into anarchy. A very good immediate reference would be Nepal. So the Gen Zs in Nepal woke up one day, concluded that their elites were fraudulent, and they turned that country inside out.
It was such a bold move. I loved it.
In fact, someone sent me a link to the video of the wife. They killed, I think, the wife of the prime minister. And then there was another government official's wife. The government official escaped. The wife had a medical condition where she was paralyzed, but they saved her. They actually carried her carefully and sent her to the hospital. There was another video that was everywhere. Prime minister that was chased into the river.
I love that one. That was so epic. I was like, how many people can I chase into the river? God. I need to
Proper. That was a shame walk. Utter humiliation.
I love it.
Then which one again did I see? Just very pleasing pictures.
They were happy.
And then they looted stores.
Ooh.
So 2-3 days after the protest, the same people who hit the streets in protest of the government were going house to house and retrieving stolen goods.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They went to the houses of fellow citizens and retrieved the loot. And returned the loot to those who owned them.
Okay.
They cleaned the streets. They attempted to reorder things.
Aww.
And overnight, the government decided, they're serious. My point is that when you're outside the country and you call into Nigeria and you say something in the lines of, Nigerians should not attack, and I think I kind of understand the import, like someone brings up an opinion, but there is no other way to tilt the scale but violence. There's absolutely no other way. So maybe what I think I want to say about violence is that we have to fight like we want to win collectively. You know how where boxers shake hands, they get into the ring, they knock the lights out of themselves, then shake hands. I think that's how we have to learn to fight now. So you meet somebody, you don't like what they're saying, you knock them out, you take them out for lunch when you're done.
Wow.
Because maybe that's one way you can convey brotherhood. Like maybe you need to rethink your strategy. But to say don't do this in a society that already imposes psychological violence, like there's an imposition of toughness, and so the average Nigerian is being tested every day. It's as though there are elements of the system that violates the Nigerian every day. And I expect that when there is conversation, there would be conflict. In fact, I would be surprised if there was no conflict, because I would think you're not feeling the heat enough. So I think I want to say to those who may be of the opinion to, first of all, you're on Earth. The entire fabric of this level or this plane of reality is violent. It's now what kind or what level, what expression of violence, what means are you going to take? So it can be emotional, it can be psychological. When people, I've had callers who say, if we hit the streets, they're going to shoot at us. So let's all agree we're going to sit at home and not go out to business.
Like
I remember somebody said that, and somebody else said, let's not buy fuel. These are forms of resistance. When you want something to change, you put up a resistance. It's the only way. There is no virtue.
Now you need to.
There's no virtue in this. You're trying to appear sane. You see, it's easy to be sane in a sane country, in an orderly space. It's very easy.
Yeah,
in fact, it would be out of sorts if everything around you was orderly and you were crazy. You would stick out like a sore thumb.
Straight up.
But when everything around you is crazy, it seems as though the environment forces you to
bring out the crazy in you,
or be likewise. Now you are going to choose, okay, so how am I going to express my rebellion? Now that's where choice comes in. That's where reason comes in. And your reason must have emotion to it. Otherwise it's flat. Otherwise you're not persuaded by anything. There has to be emotion behind judgment and thought for action. Otherwise, you're trivial, you're pathetic, you're weak, you're malleable, and you can be dying, and you attempt and you want to look pious in the same breath. Okay, so I needed to say, and this is why I also think we need to have a conversation around power and focus on violence. We need to talk about the many aspects of the psychology of violence. Because I think Sunday school, I don't agree with Sunday school when they say, don't fight. No. The only reason we're here is to bring the light in. And the darkness is violent. And so the only way you can get the light in is to be in contention with the darkness. I don't know why you are in denial. There's no other way around this. Some things you can get across through dialogue. Others is through breaking someone's nose. Why are you waiting for me to say it before you admit it? So I think what I'm saying is that as much as the purpose of this is not to say, go out and be pointless with your rage, but we have to admit the obvious first, and then we have to decide, okay, so here's what we're going to do about something. We've been doing a whole lot of talking.
Yeah, less action.
Even psychologically, have you realized that somebody who wants to impose or manipulate or violate you, as long as you stay accepting, that's what they want, first of all. And as long as you stay accepting, they're always winning. They're always winning. They're always winning. Because the person who is imposing violence on you would get away with it if you were forgiving. If you say, "Oh, I leave it to God." Do you? So that's first. So I want to fix your confusion. We're not all God's children. That helps, right? Good. And then if I'm going to assume that you are referring to that God, he's violent. What? Okay, 48 minutes. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. I just thought I needed to say that. Yeah. So motive. So you want to establish. So for you to understand. So what is driving this action or this reaction? Motive is what you're now looking for. You're looking. So why is this person doing this? How can we? Motive is really where I'll meet you all at the Lords of Logic. Brace up. Emotions. What's that their thing again?
Basically, emotions and logic. Let us be
fellow Nigerians
logical and not emotional.
Yeah, on today's topic on the Lords of Logic, when you say, let's be logical and let's not be emotional
about this.
We can't put our emotions into these things. Come forward. At 2 p.m. on Nigeria Info, I would meet you there on the Lords of Logic. Please, you have to sharpen your blade, your judgment, your persuasions. You have to come straight. You have to come correct. You have to come like you are curious you're curious to understand how reason works. Don't give me that pig slop about how you're making a rational judgment. Like, penetrate that thing like you're curious. Now, see you at 2 o'clock. In the meantime, let's gossip. I'm sorry, let's confess. When you're calling, you don't say your name. We're in Nigeria Info. It's the sunny side. My name's Joyce. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Someone is saying Charlie Kirk didn't start anything. America is not 2 days old. What Charlie Kirk situation revealed was what was already in the hearts of people. And so I think that it's so here is the thing. I really think that we shouldn't be afraid to admit the obvious. What we need to do is be responsible, not afraid. Not afraid. Fear is terrible, but it's to be responsible. It's to speak honestly. It's to seek dialogue. It's to want change. But I'm not the one who's going to, impose psychological weakness on people. I despise it. I want people to be free. I want them to speak freely. But I'm not going to echo when I know I do not agree with it by conscience. And for conscience sake, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, don't stay weak. I can't say that. I wouldn't permit someone saying that to me. And I know it's wrong. 2 weeks ago, we were speaking about weakness having the semblance of evil. Then we need to bring back that conversation, how weakness and evil are probably not distinct. Right? And I'm asking you so here is what the thing is. Imagine you learn how to shoot a gun. So a gun is dangerous, but a gun can also not be dangerous if nobody's wielding it. So you know how to wield a weapon. And then you get educated, you get sound judgment, you get discipline, just so that you don't use it wrongly. Or maybe you don't use it at all. But it would be better that you know how to use it than that you don't know how to use it. So please, I want you to understand my import, and I don't want you to pose with morality. You're not even good. All right? So this is what I'm trying to highlight here, that we're going to disagree, but we should disagree respectfully. That's really what this is. We're going to disagree. We're going to disagree respectfully.
People feel like you can't disagree respectfully, and I don't.
No,
know
we
how
can
to,
disagree respectfully.
You can.
We can disagree. Like we can really go at it.
Be respectful in your back and forth, okay? Till you come to a resolution.
How do you think iron sharpens iron? You've heard that before. Yeah. Okay, good. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. When you're calling, you don't say your name.
Don't.
Well, except you. Okay, no, you don't say your name.
Don't do it.
And this is really what I mean when I say be honest with your confessions. Like just bear it out. And then we can attempt to tackle it. Like that's a lot better than that you hide it. And because you hide it, you become terrible over time. I mean, one, you're a liar because you're hiding intent. And then two, you're looking for a weak person to take advantage of because you don't have the courage to face the biggest challenge, or an equal challenge for that matter. All right, the sunny side.
Yep. All right, so the mail line.
Go ahead.
Colin. Okay, so the mail line is 0201 2770993 0201 2770993. Okay, female line is 0201 465 7190 0201 465 7190, and the WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805 009 597 5805. Diaspora callers, you can use that one. Send your messages, keep it short and simple. We're off on a break. We'll be right back.
I want to read this message before we go.
Yep.
Joyce, the dating market is so terrible these days. You can't seem to trust anybody because everybody is wearing a mask. Do you have any advice for people like us who are seeking honest friendships and relationships? I don't.
Oh, dear God.
I don't, but maybe the Nigerian public can speak on that. I'll give 1 minute to anybody who will want to say something. Maybe what we need to talk about is, why are people wearing masks?
Why are they wearing masks?
Why are they wearing, why are people...
Yeah, because they're trying to put up a front. In order
why?
To,
off on a break.
We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. Attention, secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November. And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head-to-head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to to Differ Secondary Schools debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ debates banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
I do appreciate your passion for radio and your commitment to it. It's Confessions Thursday. We have a very, I don't know, is this sad? It looks sad.
No. Okay. This person says, good afternoon, Joyce. My confession is I'm tired of this life. I work. I'm single at 36. No children. The fact is I don't know myself. I need a woman in my life, but each time I talk to any woman, they turn me down. I'm just thinking if I'm okay or not. I'm tired of this world. Please explain to me what I need to know in this life that I came. Say for advice is, your advice is important, or I might just end it all.
Hey, wait, hey. Death comes to all men. Why are you in a hurry to go meet death? Wait. So there are a number of things you have raised.
Yeah, go on.
We went off air. What's a girl to do now? All right, thank you.
Okay.
We'll just continue. I want to quickly apologize. I hear that. Okay. I want to quickly apologize. I hear that we went off air.
Just for a bit.
I don't know what that means, but our arms and like our wingspan is wide, right? So we're sending you radio hugs to apologize for the break in transmission. Okay, so there's a gentleman here.
He's tired of life.
Is tired of life. Can be run by us.
He's tired of
He's
life.
36,
He's single.
no child.
No child. No woman in sight. Nobody.
Really, like you're serious. This is a guy on a thread. Really, like you want to save him.
Okay, I'll try and save you. Still looking at saving myself, but okay. It says each time he talks to a woman, they turn him down.
Okay.
So he's just thinking like this now. What he's saying is that I need advice. So advice is important, or he might just end it. Hey,
okay. So Lagos, 36, no child, no lover. He doesn't know himself. He talks to women, they turn him down.
Straight up.
I don't know why I came to life and I need advice. It's very important. I might end it all. So we have a serious case on our hands. We'll go off on a break. So you want to think about in 1 minute what you want to say to this gentleman. I think I'll let you speak first. Let's save this brother. And I can think he may not be the only person going through something as this, you know? So we're off on a break. When we come back, you have work to do on Confessions Thursday.
Government requires sermons to be approved before preaching.
I believe it's a constitutional infringement of the right to free speech, which I have no doubt it will be successfully challenged in court. Such is not allowed by our constitution.
So if I want to do Simon now, I must be permitted. What kind of law is that one? What are we practicing in this country, sir? It's not done in your word, though.
Oh, you need to really prosecute your sermon. So every blessing before Sunday will be submitting our sermon for scrutiny. For me, it's appalling.
Let's start with the taxation, the endless taxing.
So long as you have this president in power, And the only way person that will reform this president is when a new president come on board.
If you remove petrol subsidy, you're bringing in tax from every angle to deprive Nigerians of their own rights.
Stay tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. You are listening to the news updates. This hour, President Bola Tinubu is mourning the 10 individuals who lost their lives in Tuesday's high-rise fire in Lagos. He extended his condolences to their families and expressed sympathy for the staff of the FIRS, United Capital, and UBA who were affected by the tragedy. Tinubu commended the emergency responders for their swift action in containing the blaze and urged Nigerians to remain vigilant to prevent future tragedies. He prayed for the souls of the departed. In related news, we are gaining a clearer understanding of the tragic fire at Afriland Towers on Broad Street, Lagos, where 10 people have been confirmed dead. Among the victims are 4 staff members from the Federal Inland Revenue Service and 6 from United Capital PLC. Both organizations are heartbroken and are offering support to the families of their colleagues. Heirs Holdings is also in mourning, with Chairman Tony Elumelu pledging a memorial for their late staff. Regarding the fire that occurred just a few blocks away at Mandelas, officials have reported that the incident was caused by generators kept on the upper floors of the plaza. The governor's advisor on central business districts, Bola Olumekun Lawal, accused traders of ignoring repeated warnings to relocate their machines. She stated that all affected plazas will remain closed until safe generator spaces are established on the ground floor. The government insists this measure is necessary to prevent another disaster. Additionally, the Lagos State Ministry of Environment has ordered the immediate suspension of all reclamation projects across the state, targeting areas such as Victoria Island, Lekki, and Ikorodu. This suspension applies to sites lacking environmental impact assessments or drainage clearance. The ministry warned that failure to comply within 7 days could result in decommissioning, arrests, and prosecution. The government cites environmental risks, flooding, and disruption of livelihoods as reasons for this crackdown. On an international note, London Mayor Sadiq Khan has accused Israel of committing genocide in Gaza. The prominent leader, a Labour Party figure, referred to images of starving children and a collapsed health system as undeniable evidence of this claim. His statement directly contradicts the UK government's official position, which has refrained from using such terminology. Khan is the most senior Labour politician to publicly make this accusation. And that's all the updates we have for you at this time. Thank you for listening. It is Back to Confessions Thursday with Joyce, right here on the sunny side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Ohaifo.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow!
Is the sunny side.
They better know it!
With Joyce.
Let's talk.
Hey Lagos, think back to the first person who taught you how to read, the one who believed in you when no one else did, the one who showed you that you could be more. That person was a teacher. Every profession begins with a teacher. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, artists, leaders, all were shaped by teachers. Yet, too often, teachers are the unsung heroes of our society. Now, the time has come to change that. On Saturday, 20th of September 2025, 9 a.m. at Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, over 60,000 teachers will gather for the very first time in the world in a historic Guinness World Record attempt. And guess what? Attendance is absolutely free. This is more than an event. It's a movement to celebrate teachers, to honor their sacrifice, and to declare to the world, teachers matter. Don't just hear about it, be there, be counted, be celebrated. Join us at the Let There Be Teachers Conference 2025. Visit www.1millionteachers.com. That is www.1millionteachers.com or call 006 608 3168 006 608 3168 for more information, because teachers don't just teach, they change destinies. Hey Lagos, don't forget that you too can win money on here on Nigeria Info, courtesy of Oneplay.ng. Now I know I have said this time and time again, but I mean, does the money ever get too much? All you have to do is go to the website www.oneplay.ng. That's number oneplay.ng. And when you get to that website, pick your station Nigeria Info, follow the instructions, and in a few seconds your ticket will be in the draw. A ticket is 500 naira, so you can play with 500 naira or more. And if you don't have a smartphone, well, not to worry. All you have to do is dial the code *347 *880 #3 *347 *880 #3 Now, playing with 500 naira or more can also get your tickets in the draw. Now, remember that the more you play, the better your chances of winning every day. There's money to be won on the Money Crossfire. There's money to be won on WhatsApp Lagos. 3 people, in fact, win 25,000 naira on the WhatsApp Lagos show. And on Sunnyside, there's money to be won on there as well. Yes, there's also money to be won on Game On shows, weekday, weekend, money everywhere. But that's not even all, because every Friday there's a jackpot of 50,000 naira per show. And you, my dear, can get some of that money. All you have to do is make sure you're playing during the week, and automatically you get qualified for the weekly jackpot. Remember, your chances of winning are still the same. So whether you're playing on a smartphone with the website www.oneplay.ng, or you're doing it on a dataless phone or a small phone, yes, that small touchlight phone, if you're dialing the code *347 *880 *3 either ways, your chances of winning are still the same. Okay, remember to play responsibly, Lagos. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're under 18, this is not your group chat, please. You can now excuse us. All right then, 18 and above, let's start playing and let's start winning. There's money on ground. Do you want to get it?
On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
All right, so here we are. We're gathered here today as the saints. No, we're not gathered here today as the saints.
No.
We're gathered here today as curious people. I love life. I love the beauty. I love the joy. I love the color. I love the rhythm. I love the art. I love the wine.
Food.
I love the food, the people.
Not so much.
Nah. Yeah, but you know, like you say, I'm doing a good job coexisting with you as much as is possible. Be at peace with all men.
Yes,
Live peaceably. Even me, I give myself 100. But sometimes when you must think about life, you must extend judgment, good conscience, and kindness, and your light to someone else. So someone else needs our light. He says he wants to die. Let's see whether first of all, guy, don't die. Maybe we need to talk about the psychology of war, just so that you can understand this is really what it is, and you're not alone. I just think that different people are at different phases in their own personal conflicts.
Right.
And I think something should happen to you early, not at 36. I honestly think, discovering yourself should happen early, so that by 36, you plug and play.
You have a stronghold of who you are.
By 36, you plug and play. If at 36, you don't know who you are, it's not a woman you need. Let me just help you.
Thank you.
So that you don't think that, well, women are... There's something wrong with you. No, there's nothing wrong with you. Let's fix you first.
Yes.
Because you want to give something to a woman. You have to be built as a defense. besides the fact that I think you have to be built like a dream, you really also have to be built as a defense. I think you want to be a man of rationale and good judgment. You want to be sophisticated. Even if you're not sophisticated, you don't have money to adorn yourself with sophistication. You can be the man who is properly structured. You're a man who's solid.
And it comes from knowing yourself.
And it comes from knowing yourself.
Yes.
Like you wanna be framed like the monuments of old. Delicate, sophisticated, precise, deliberate, functional human being, right? And then there's light inside. There's light that someone can look into your eyes and there's light. They can talk to you and the light shines through. That's what you want to be. So you don't need a woman, all right? So that we've eliminated one problem. You don't need a child. We've eliminated second problem. And by the way, because you don't know yourself, maybe a child is really not what you need.
Absolutely.
Because at this point, you don't know what you're bringing out. You don't know whether you're going to birth the next monster or the next king. You don't know. But we can only at least attempt a projection when we establish who you are. Otherwise, if this chaos that you are births a child, then the world will suffer just because you didn't fix yourself. How many problems have we fixed?
2, 3 now. This is probably the third one.
Yeah. You don't need a woman. You don't need a son.
You don't need a
Don't
woman,
die
child,
right now.
All right,
so
don't die.
3. Okay, Vaughn, I'm giving you 2 minutes real quick.
Okay, look. First of all, what you're going through is temporary. So ending your life is a permanent solution to a temporary problem that actually has a solution. Okay? So if you die now, you'll never know.
Wait, what if you die now? You cross. And they said, well, since you didn't do it there, come and do it here.
Exactly.
What?
You know? So imagine
like
dying now.
Since you didn't face your challenges
Yes.
there, you have come here to face it.
Yes. So look. Everything Joyce said is correct. All right? You don't need a child. You don't need a woman right now. You need to be by yourself. You need to face yourself. And more importantly, you need to ask God for help. I know that we like to act like we're irreligious or too cool for God. But look, life exists in God. You will not know the full extent of who you are outside of God. All right, and that's why there are a lot of heartbroken people.
Should I buy you? Do you drink beer?
No, Joyce.
Okay.
And that's why there are a lot of broken people roaming the earth today. There's a lot of
If I ask her,
drug
do you drink
abuse.
wine, she'll say yes. I
I drink wine. There's a lot of
wine.
yes.
Do you drink beer?
No, I don't drink beer,
Moving
but I
on.
drink wine.
Ice cream.
There's a lot of drug abuse. There's a lot of sexual proclivity, sexual immorality, because people are trying hard to fill the void that only God
With
can
something
fill.
else. Yeah.
Look, people are violent. They hate themselves. There's so much going on because they have not given God a chance. I promise you, sir, when you ask God to help you, to show you who you are, and you actually open up yourself to Him, by opening up yourself to Him, you just humble yourself enough to tell God that you don't know what you're doing, you feel helpless. Tell Him exactly how you feel and watch Him step up, because He is light. Right now you're in darkness, but He is light. When you open up to Him, His light comes into you, and you know what happens when light comes? It dispels darkness.
Yeah.
So you need to be by yourself, and you need to ask God. You need to humble. It takes humility to admit that God exists, that you don't know it all. So when you humble yourself enough to ask God for help, He will show up for you. I promise.
What if this guy dies? You know, like people say things already happen in the supernatural before they happen physically. What if he dies now and they've increased fear that side?
Joyce. Maybe not see such you. I mean, what if I'm leaving here? Let's go and leave it to a subspace.
What if
I'm not going there to go and start.
What if they implemented tax over there?
Now I want to say God will punish that person.
I want to say something, but I'm not going to say, because if I say it, they will, and the NBC will come for us. All right, so I'm just going to keep it.
Okay,
but look, don't die. Okay, this is a beautiful opportunity for you to experience the peace that only God gives.
Can give.
It is a beautiful opportunity for you, and I promise you, when you humble yourself enough to ask God for help, your life will start looking up. I promise you that.
I read something this morning that talked about freedom outside God, and it's like you are a Christian and you're looking outside and it's like, oh, these people actually they look free. They don't have any conscience or anything holding them back and whatnot. He said what looks like freedom outside there is actually them being lost in the wilderness, trying to look for a shed or something. So they're just
they're like fish outside of water.
So they're just everywhere.
Yes.
So until you find God, you can find like something to anchor yourself to, because truthfully problems will come. They would slap you in the face, knock you down, throw you upside down.
It's not even about you finding God. It's about letting God find you. It's about being open enough to let God find you. Yes,
forward so that
it simply starts with an ask. Just ask.
All right.
Just ask.
Good luck, my bro.
So
Stay
here,
strong.
Ajibola Jacob says, for the brother that wants to discover himself, please I advise him to search on Google or YouTube the name Narrow Knowledge. Let him watch the young man YouTube video from the beginning to the last. He'll discover himself fast. Okay, I hope that's good advice, and thank you so much. It's Confessions Thursday. Young man, don't die. I don't think it gets easier after death.
I don't think it does.
Particularly if you're not done running your race over there.
I feel like it's the last thing.
You can get there, then they say, "Hey, welcome."
Your
jersey
you came before
number
your
5.
time. You're not here now. Oh, you're
Track
fine.
3.
Go.
All right, stay alive, man. Confessions Thursday. How are you? Sorry, I lost your make it back. Confessions Thursday. How are you? If you can hear me, can you hear me?
Hello.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. You may have to hang up and call back, okay? Confessions Thursday, Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. You have a confession, right?
I don't have a confession.
1 minute.
Robert. My name is Robert. Joyce, in the first place, I hate it when women preach. Like...
It's okay. I mean, like, that's not even a start. That's not a head start.
What did we carry?
He hates when women preaches. I believe I'm an equal opportunity fellow. If you're not, it's fine, but just not here. Okay? It's Confessions Thursday. When you calling, you don't say your name. Hello, welcome. It's Nigeria Info.
Hello, Joyce.
Welcome. You do have a confession?
No, I don't.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yvonne, wow. I was just clapping like when you were talking. I was like,
1 minute.
Girl. That's yeah. You just said everything. You know, Jesus said, "Come unto me, all you that labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." You know, and then also death is not the solution, because they're saying you're looking for a permanent solution. That's not a solution. That's not a permanent. It's not even a solution at all, because if you die, you murder yourself, and it will send people to hell. Let me be blunt with you. It's like going from pot to fire. So death is not the solution. Joyce, Yvonne, and Kemi have said everything. So please, if you follow to what they say, I'm sure you find a solution to it, to all you're going through. Thank you.
All right. This one says, Joyce, my confession is similar to the man who's looking for himself. How does a person find himself? What? Seek and ye shall find. Is that a good entry point?
Probably.
Seek and ye shall find. Knock, the door will be open to you. I think you have to be looking. How about that? You have to be looking. And as simplistic as that sounds, that's exactly what you need to do. You have to be looking. So if you don't know who you are, I don't think you should stumble on that question when you turn on your radio and you hear someone else talking about, oh, I don't know who I am. And then you go, oh, yeah, it's true. I don't know who I am. No, you're not serious. Like, it really has to be a burden that you want to fix. And then you have to go search it. And then when you search, you may not be sure what you have found. And then you have to educate yourself educate yourself about the things you have found. Like, you really have to contend with the hardest parts of your discovery. You must be bold enough to look into the darkest pits of who you are and confront every obstacle, every indecision, every question. That's exactly what it means to find yourself.
That's
when a
true.
person meets you, they meet your resolutions. They meet what you have dealt with. Really, that's what it is. When a person meets you, when I say something, I believe you're meeting a resolve. You're meeting clarity. You're meeting persuasion. You're meeting conviction. You're meeting will. You're meeting determination. You're meeting an objective. You're meeting a goal. You're meeting a person who's settled. You're meeting a person who's set. I'm not uncertain because I have met the difficult parts of who I am. And I'm asking you to do
Face
the
yourself.
same.
Yes.
So except you have any other specific questions, that's exactly what you must do. Seek and ye shall find, all right? Thank you for being on Confessions Thursday. Hello, welcome to the show. How are you? Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, you have a confession?
I have a brief confession.
Go ahead, please.
In 2019, before I was still a bachelor, I came across a lady, very beautiful, but she was a single mom and she was a year older than me. So from the beginning, I knew the game I wanted to play. So after like 6, 7 months, when the relationship had consummated and we had been intimacy a number of times, so I just came to her. I came up with one scope. I said, I wanted to pray in the church, and they said she wasn't the right person. You get? So, but she was a nice person, though. But it's just that I didn't want to get married to somebody who was older. And also the responsibilities of being a single mom, additional responsibilities. So that's just my brief confession.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. I don't...
But I'm happily married now, you know.
Well, congratulations. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
you know, that's all I'm saying.
Right now. Well, good luck. Do you regret her?
Yeah.
You get consummating.
No, do you regret leaving her?
No, I didn't. And the fact is that there have been at times I even feel like going back to her, but that is in the past, you know. I know I can't go back. She was so nice, you know.
But if you're calling
so
me to
nice,
talk
she
about
was...
her, wait, hey. You're still talking? How long ago was this?
We are still in contact. We still talk, but you know, married now with 2 kids, 2 wonderful kids, and
You're happily married. Did you say you were happily married?
Okay. Of course, we 2 kids, but that doesn't mean we should be enemies.
Okay. If you change your mind tomorrow, I'll be here.
All right.
No, I can't. No.
Oh, just checking in. Just in case.
But she was so nice, and
all right.
But it's just that, you know.
Why is
you know
it
what
sad?
You want from the get-go, but there is something relationship. I just discovered that most ladies are not so smart when it comes to relationship, you know. And then if you're a smart guy, you know how to play your game. Bam, bam, bam. When you've eaten the apple a number of times, you just come up with one. Maybe I should end this conversation.
Are you talking? Yeah. You should. You sound like an embarrassment at this point.
And honestly,
too much,
I have to say that as much as ladies need to learn from what he said.
Yeah.
He said, and I listened attentively. He said that ladies are not smart when it comes to relationships because men know exactly what they want. I wish women understood that. These men know exactly what they want. So he knew that she was older, a single mom.
So basically, he took advantage.
Advantage of her, and now he calls her nice. He calls her nice because she let him take advantage of her. That's why she's nice.
And she didn't even stress him about it at all, man.
She let him take advantage of her. That's why she's nice.
All right. We're going to bookmark that because that's a good import for misogyny on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes you do evil and you think you're getting away with
stuff. You don't think you're even doing it.
You think you're smart. All right. WhatsApp call. I want to thank you so much. If you give us a moment, we're going to quickly go off on a break.
Very quick moment.
It's Confessions Thursday. By the way, I want to thank that last caller. You know, sometimes it really takes a man like you to really throw the light into the naive.
Yes. I wish more women knew that. And I hope they pay attention to what he said.
And say thank you to him.
Yes,
we are going
thank him.
Quickly go off on a break. We'll be right back.
Sir.
Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
October 1st, Nigeria marks another year of independence. But the big question is, how far have we really come? From the first flag hoisted in 1960 to the challenges of today, how has Nigeria fared since independence? Have we truly managed our democratic progress? Or are we still finding our way? Join all your favorite hosts on Nigeria Info FM together at one table with special guest analysts for a no-holds-barred conversation on The Round Table. Independence Day special. Date Wednesday, October 1st. Time 9 a.m. Don't just celebrate. Join the conversation that defines our nation. The Round Table on Nigeria Info FM. Lagos, let's talk. Attention, secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November. And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head-to-head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ Debate banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
This is Nigeria Info, where the conversation begins.
Do you think, as a scientist, we need GMO in Nigeria?
Nigeria as a government has a policy that promotes the use of advanced biotechnology in ensuring food security, environmental conservation, and health improvement.
MDMA is there from the lab, from the containment level. Before it gets to the field, MDMA would have known that this crop will contaminate, and the regulatory agency, of course, will stop that before it gets to the Nigerian market.
Toby Amusan, I'm sure you've seen that video, you've heard what she said. Is it satisfying what the AFN said?
You know, there is so much corruption in any aspect, in any sector. We are in a country where the worst of us rule the best of us.
Nigeria as a country is not ready for anything development. But Nigeria is
what do
ready
you
for everything
mean?
destruction.
Why? What do you mean by that?
Stay with us on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
To Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Lagos, attention, secondary schools. Okay, it's back, it's bigger, it's bolder than ever. It's the season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament, and it's happening this November. The battle for the ultimate bragging right has begun. Okay, so if you have what it takes to face the brightest young minds in Lagos, if your school can rise, debate, and claim the crown, then listen up, because this news is for you. Okay, this is your moment, your school's moment. It's time. Registration is currently ongoing and it will close September 30th. Do not miss it. And remember, registration is school based. That means it's not individual based, it's school based. So your school has to register as a whole. Okay, so gather your team and secure your spot early. How to register is pretty easy. 3 quick steps. Visit the website nigeriainfo.fm. okay, nigeriainfo.fm. that's the website. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on that website, fill the form, and that's it, you're in. Remember, visit the website nigeriainfo.fm, click on the I Beg to Differ banner, fill the form, and that's it, you're in. It is not just a debate, it's the tournament of champions. It's I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Confession. So she says, I need to help her interpret a dream. Welcome to 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday. When you call and you don't say your name. First of all, why am I supposed to be the one interpreting your vision?
Joseph.
Okay, let's try. Please, could you help me interpret the vision or this dream? I saw a piece of paper pasted on the wall with these words on it. This is a diamond fruit. Don't give it to anyone, but give it to everybody. Can you please translate it in your own understanding?
Okay,
First of all,
Josephina. Okay, Josephina. Do your thing, ma'am.
He said Joseph.
Josephina, because at this point, Joyce, not only are you a therapist, you are now an interpreter. All right, Josephina.
Psychologist, therapist. We should give you a certificate on this show. What do you think? A Sunnyside certified certificate.
Lean not on your own. Don't mind these ladies hyping here.
about-
Don't listen to them. First of all, I don't know why you want me to interpret your own vision. First of all, who's the diamond? You? And I'm not trying to be... That's not a barbed comment. It's whether... Because maybe that can mean that you know what the diamond is and you are supposed to get to work to giving it to the world. I think it's rather straightforward if you're accurate as to what you saw. It's rather straightforward. So it's either you or it's a gift you possess, which you have to improve on. You have to imbue with spirit, consciousness, and thought. And then you have to propagate. It sounds straightforward and easy. So you tell me what you think the diamond is, because let's know whether we want it as receivers or whether we don't. Because you kind of know what I mean. Yeah, we need to know what you think the diamond is, and if you can tell us what it is, then we can determine whether that's something that should truly come to the world or whether that's a dream you have to totally ignore because it probably doesn't serve you or anybody else for that matter. It's Confessions Thursday. So I want to quickly say that we'll like for the WhatsApp opportunity to call be reserved for
diaspora callers.
Thank you.
Diaspora. People
if you're
outside
in
the country, please.
Just call the numbers, okay? So that our friends outside the country can have an opportunity to be a part of the show unhindered, okay? Confessions Thursday.
The first person that called, I want to respond to that question.
1 minute, go ahead. 1 minute, go ahead.
The man said he needed a woman, a child, but most of the women are turning him down. And as a result, he wants to die, probably, in my own interpretation. He did not say he needs God. Okay? Okay, now, what is the reason why women are turning him down? Does he mean he doesn't have money, or he's ugly, or he's handicapped? These are the questions. So what should he do now to make women not turn him down? What is the solution? But, okay, if you tell him to say he should embrace God, accept it, he will solve one problem, not to die. What about the woman aspect and the child? He does not say he wants to become a reverend father. These are the issues that we should look at. That is why I said this man is not God in me. He said he needs two things, child and a woman.
Do you have a woman for him?
So, I Joyce, tell this man what he should do. Why are women turning him down? That is, tell him, please.
All right. Thank you so much for calling, then. I do appreciate it.
I think he forgot to tell you what to tell him. That's like he missed that part out.
No, and on top of that.
No, I don't know why you want to just do what you're about to do.
No, I just want him to tell you to tell him.
I don't want
him
to tell him. I don't want him to talk to me. Okay. I feel that the one who's confessing, I hope you can make a judgment.
Yeah.
And then, because really, I don't want you to feel that there is an imposition on choice, on your choice. So you decide whether you don't need God. And to be honest, you may really think you don't need God. Hey, why do you want to? Then go and look for women. This caller is saying go and make money and you're going to find a woman. Apparently, all women appear to want, according to this caller.
But did he say that he didn't have money?
You care. The caller is saying if you make money, you will find women. So you go make money, then go ask a lady out. Then you come back and tell us. I can pick it up from there. How about that for a deal? Okay, good. Otherwise, we're just going to end up, fighting over whose opinion is superior. And I don't want to do that. It's Confessions Thursday when you call in, you don't say your name. I mean no disrespect to anyone, but the last caller that called is a disappointment. He's among the category of men that make good girls doubt some genuine men. I thought he called into the show because he felt bad about taking advantage of a woman who was sincerely in love with him, but instead he just colored the male gender black. Yes, men play games in relationships, but not all men. It's Confessions Thursday. When you're calling, you don't say your name. Confession? Do we have a confession? Let's get to it.
Oh, okay. This one's giving advice. This person says, truly men know what they want, but we are willing to compromise, even for a single mother. We also know that we can communicate what we want to a woman while she does to the man. As time goes, if changes aren't seen in both cases, men or women can move on. At that point, they might come to a conclusion that this relationship won't work for both of them. Men bend their rules also, but they do for a woman willing to compromise. When compromise isn't coming and he leaves, it feels like he took opportunity of her, but deep within, he actually wanted to give her a chance. But after a year or two, without changes of what he needs, he moves on. This person says, good afternoon, Joyce. This is my confession. Years ago, I slept with my cousin when she came to my hostel drunk from a party in the university. But ever since then, we haven't spoken. I have apologized to her 1,000 times. She doesn't reply my texts or return my calls. Yes, it was sex, not rape, because she consented to it. Also, I feel. That's what he says. I feel so. And now she wants to get married. And she didn't tell me. I only heard it from my mom. Meanwhile, I'm married with 2 kids. And I can't get the thought of her from my head. Do you think I should go to the wedding? Because I don't think I want her to get married to the guy or whoever he is. I can't just watch my girl get married to another person who doesn't deserve her.
I beg your pardon, sir.
I beg to differ.
I beg your most pardonable pardon. Is this a case of you're in love with your cousin and you don't want somebody else to have her, even though you are married with children? Because I'm not sure I understand. Kemi, is that what the case is?
It seems like I beg to differ. It's a confession.
I beg your pardon, sir. First of all, don't go to the wedding. She doesn't want you there. If she wanted you there, she would have given you an invite. If she hasn't spoken to you for some time since that incident happened, it's because she doesn't want to speak to you. So stay in your house and mind your family and let that baby girl move on and get married and have children. It's not your business if she likes the man or not. It's none of your business, sir. So leave her alone.
Politely said.
38 minutes past 1 p.m. at 99.3
Joyce, you go through a lot every Thursday. How do you do it?
That's why she's resting today. Today's her rest day.
It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. When you're calling, you don't say your name. What's your confession?
Good afternoon, Miss Joy.
Afternoon to you.
I'm Madam Lucky. I'm calling from the.
Okay, 1 minute. Go ahead.
I just want to respond to the last caller.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Madam, it's important that we. Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
It's important that we that live in township, we should be taking our children home sometimes. You see that thing that guy said now. The implication of that thing is not foreseeing the reality waiting at the front for him and that girl. So if you slept with your sister or your cousin, so long that you come from a community, you are in Africa, you need to go tell your parents so that to avoid unforeseen events of tomorrow. That's why you see some people, they have miscarriages, men, different things, and it's bad. How can somebody be saying this?
No. Why you? No. Don't. You're not supposed to judge him. He's making a confession, and we either have an advice or we don't.
Hello.
We're not judging him. He's making a confession, so you have an advice or you don't.
The reason why we are getting it wrong, when somebody is saying truth, they will say they are judging. I'm not judging, but I'm telling you what.
Yeah, I know. You're saying he should go to his village he should go to his parents.
No, his own parents.
His parents.
You can call him.
Okay.
I believe closer to our mother. So say this to his mother or our mother. That this is what I've done in the past. So I don't know how to. So that mother will know what to do now because there's all these things. There's unforeseen reality waiting at the front. So long as he's going to do traditional marriage tomorrow when he's married. When he starts to do that community,
but he's
He's
already
married with 2 kids.
But see, all these things. Yeah, if he's not hurting you now,
Okay, so he should tell his parents so that they can, save him from the destruction or the consequences of his actions. WhatsApp callers, Confessions Thursday.
Hi, good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Yes, I have a confession. I've
Go
been
ahead,
trying
please.
to get in for the past 2 weeks, but thank God
Finally,
I've
you're
gotten in
here. It's a
today.
pleasure
Yeah.
having you. You don't say your name, so just go ahead.
Okay, so I think let me go back a bit so that I'll know whether you remember me. I was the guy that called in the other time that my wife traveled abroad and I was in Nigeria. Yes, and then later I joined.
Okay. You joined
Yeah,
her in
so
where? What country?
in Canada.
And then what
Yeah.
happened?
And then what happened is that I want, my confession is I want to know how to deal with the mind, the battlefield of the mind.
Oh, go ahead. Let's hear it.
While I'm saying that, what I'm saying is that when I got in, it was a tough situation. And when you have a wife that spent money and brought you into the country, the harshness, I'm receiving an echo. I don't know.
Not from here, because we have everything properly situated here. We can hear you, so just go ahead.
Okay, so I'm saying that when you receive that harshness, I've always believed that women are not designed to carry burden at home. And when they do that for a long time, it becomes an issue. So what I did was I came in, and because she spent all the money and it's like I'm starting from the scratch again. It was a tough situation.
Pardon me, help me
So
out
I
here.
faced-
Spent which money and on what did she spend the money?
Okay, she was one that basically paid for my relocation and everything.
I don't remember.
Because
I don't remember.
Yeah,
How long ago was this, please?
it was like 2 years. I was one that called and told you that people are saying I should sleep around because my
Oh,
wife.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, you have moved? You've
Yes,
left us?
Yes.
Congratulations,
I
then. I guess I can say that. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
the story now. Okay. Please go
Yes,
ahead. So
yes.
how bad is it now? Oh, how good.
So it was bad because she was this thing they say women abuse men when they come in. That was it, and it was very tough. So what I did was to dig deep and find myself. That was why the suicide story should not have a place. I mean, people go through tough times. I dug deep and I faced my exams. Despite the abuse, it was tough. Sometimes I had to, from work, go to the library, read till 1 a.m., come back at night. So that happened for the first 2 years. And as God will have it, I was passing my exams with the whole abuse and everything. So now I finished my exams. I'm now working in my profession in the country. And that means that I now have more money. And in fact, what my wife will make in a year in her profession, I can make it in a month. So once that happened, the dynamics changed. So that's why when you say, do people believe in money? Do women want money / vision? I don't know. So now she has changed. She's become submissive. She kept on saying it was the devil that made her to do all of that for the past 2 years. I forgive, because the principle is, for me, is a woman is not designed to be a burden for a long time. A man is the one designed to carry that. I've done that. But the problem is, I've forgiven, I've shared love. As an Anambra man, we thrive in providing for our home. But I have not forgotten. And it's not showing in my action. But when I discuss with my friends that knew what was going through, I tend I to share those experiences again. And I'm like, how do I get these things off my mind and face my family and live my life? What has happened in the past has happened. And that's why I say, let me call to see, is there any way I can do to erase the past? I think I pray, I think I've done that, but when I discuss with friends and the discussion directs to what people do to people when they come in, I start sharing my experience again, and then it brings back all those memories. And I don't want to have that because I believe I'm in a safe place now. So, is there any help you can give to me?
Okay. Is he crying? Oh wait,
It's
please
okay,
don't wait.
sir.
You know what? No, cry. No, stop. Cry. Cry. Cry.
I want to say something.
Let him cry. I want you to cry. I want you to feel. You must feel. I just didn't want you to cry here, but hey, why? Hey, cry. Cry. Someone.
No, I'm not crying. It's just that sometimes when you remember these things,
It's very
it's a
painful.
lot.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
And
do
then
you?
somebody changes in front of you.
Yeah.
You don't know.
So let's analyze what can be fundamental to the survival of this marriage, because now we have to probe our own strengths in before our own challenges to find out how much strength we have for the challenge, how much strength is left from the surviving the challenge. I wanted to say something, but I want to ask you a question first, which is, how much do you want this? Are you in the marriage just so that they can say you're married, or do you really like this woman?
No. I love my wife. In fact, we have a kid now. In fact, when I started working, I bought her iPhone, the latest iPhone, got her a treadmill. No, I love, but the thing is that those memories are there.
Yeah,
And
you won't forget it. Oh no,
sometimes she's
you won't
scared.
forget it. Let me help you. You're not going to forget it. But I think you can heal to a point where even if you remember, it doesn't have the same effects on you. So I want you to feel. I want you to sit with the pain. Don't excuse it. Don't give it a language. Sit. Let that pain flush through you. Sit with it. If you say you love her, yeah, do you think she loves you?
That is the problem. I'm saying, because when I discuss with my friends,
Yeah.
they say it's because you have money now.
Yeah.
That is why
Oh,
she has
absolutely. Oh,
changed.
that's actually right. I mean, nobody even needs to tell you that. It's actually because you have money now and the dynamics have changed, and you can see how psychologically she became what she became because she had the money. And now the part of her that you saw, had it been she was in love with you, you wouldn't see it. Because she's not in love with you and she married you she married you for other reasons. So when a woman bears that kind of weight, she gets tired, she can't tolerate it anymore. So this is usually the conflict between someone loving you and somebody being with you on a conditional basis.
Now, Joy, I asked her what happened then. She said that I stabbed her of my presence because when I came in and I saw the situation, I knew that I'm starting from the scratch. I had to go and hustle. I had to work and I had to read. So she said she was reacting like that because I was not always at home. And she felt I married her to come into Canada and find my way. I never loved her. I said no. I can't sit down at
she
home
also
and
thinks
be
you don't love
earning
her.
peanuts when I need to work. So she said, because I was not at home, I work from morning, I go to library. That was my circle. So she felt this man just married me to use me to come into Canada to work. And I said, no way. So that is what is holding on to form her basis for reacting to me like that for
Oh well,
those years
now you
I
are
was working.
introducing something else, which changes the whole conversation. Can you
But
see?
but I was not working for myself. It was still she said she didn't know it was the family because now she's not working now. I'm the one carrying the family. And in hindsight, she was like, thank God you did all those hustling and reading. If not, we would have been in a bad place.
Yeah, but your
Do you get?
relationship with her suffered because you were not communicating properly. So now that you say that, you're introducing something else into the conversation. Because initially we only saw her action. We didn't exactly have clarity for the reason behind the action. Now you are telling us that she gave you a reason for the action. It sounds forgivable given the fact that she did what she did because she thought what she thought.
But it's for the family. Well, I wasn't going out sleeping around or carrying friends.
Yeah,
It was
but
still
you
because
see,
I knew that.
so here is the thing, which is also why I do advocate that it be love. Otherwise, you would labor at everything else. You want her to act differently. Acting differently in this regard would have come easy if she were in love with you. If the reason she's marrying you is we don't have anything else to do, we're in of marriageable age, let's marry, start a family. When pressure comes, people just crack. That's what this is looking like. Yes, you didn't sleep around, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, but that is not the only basis upon which a marriage can go sour. A lack of communication, lack of intimacy, lack of touch, lack of union can also strain the union. And it's looking like it's the lack of union and touch and communication and conversation that has brought the strain. I am not making that up. You are telling me that that's what happened.
Yes.
So I'm saying that it's either she's a good liar or she's telling the truth. If she's telling the truth, then we can walk our way to forgiveness. So here is the thing, and I think, and I truly pray that you never find yourself in that situation again, because you need to build something. There's something missing here. Peradventure, you find yourself in that situation again. Something in your relationship has to save the both of you, which you have to build starting yesterday. There was something that wasn't there that has pretty much brought us here. Do you understand what I'm putting down? Because now it looks like there's money, there's food, there's milk. Okay, go ahead.
What she was saying, that there was no reference point. We never knew each other before I came in. So now she knows that I'm a good man. If things go sour again, at least she can come back to the point.
How old are your kids? How old are your kids?
Good. We just have a small baby. We just a small family. We're just
you have a family in the US you can leave your child with. Both of you need to go somewhere. Spend a month. I don't know. Both just send that child somewhere. Don't worry, we'll feed the child. We'll try. Send that child somewhere. Both of you go somewhere.
He needs to bond with
both
her.
of you go somewhere, have an argument, fight, have sex. Do something.
Yes, know each other.
Like, dude.
Do activities together.
I don't care.
Your wife did what she did.
Do life-threatening adventures together.
Yes.
Go bungee jump, skydive.
I'm telling Joyce, I totally agree.
Both of you have to put your lives in each other's hands.
Fall in love with each other.
No, hold on. You have to do something that puts your life in her hand and pray she saves you.
Yes.
I
mean, that's love.
What else are we? How else is this a marriage? If you can't say, if something happens tomorrow. My rough estimation is that she's going to do this.
Yes.
If you can't put your money on that, get out of the marriage.
Facts, Joyce.
So if you're going to have a marriage, go build something. I wish you had love, because love just does all that work for you, but you don't.
But it's because they probably didn't know each other as much.
Don't be your grandmother on the sunny side. You don't have love, and this is proof of it.
That was what she was saying, though, that there was no reference point.
Exactly. So build it now.
Reference point. Do you have money to build reference? I'm sorry. Like, do you have money for?
Now she said now if anything goes sour, she's no. That I'm a good man.
I don't like your talk. I don't even like the talk. Send that child somewhere, to a daycare, orphanage, somewhere. Take your wife somewhere.
Spend quality
time. So at least you can truly walk towards forgiveness. How do you think you're going to keep your friends are going to divorce next year? Then what? They're going to remind you that you have a wife that didn't love you when you were broke. I need to go off on a break. You wait.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Attention, secondary schools in Lagos. Season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is coming this November. And this time, the battle for secondary schools with ultimate bragging right is officially on. Do you have what it takes to go head-to-head with the brightest young minds in Lagos? Can your school rise to the challenge and claim the crown? Then this is your moment. The I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate is calling your school. Registration opens September 1 and closes September 30. Registration for the I Beg to Differ Season 9 is school-based, only for schools. So gather your team and secure your spot early. To register, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ Debates banner on the homepage. Fill out the registration form and hit submit. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
Every day is about winning with Oneplay on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. Oneplay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
All right, I think I've lost my caller. So, there seems to be what appears to be. Seems to be what appears to be.
Lovely stuff.
Well, so, I don't know whether the last caller understands the import. It's that. So, I think what I'm trying to say is, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You only know today. Even today is not so guaranteed, but even worse, tomorrow isn't. And I think I'm saying that you want to, in some way, you want to build a frame of reference today. Yes. You want to build something you can lean on tomorrow. You want to, these are not my words. You're saying that both of you didn't quite have enough time to invest in each other. So that's exactly what you must do, because if tomorrow something happens and your wife needs to lean on you and you are not there physically, then she has something to lean on.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if something happens in your marriage and you need a frame of reference, you're going to lean on what you've built. Tomorrow, you're hanging with your friends, you're having a beer, and then Timothy comes by the table, is like, I'm getting a divorce. Then be like, yeah, all those women, witches, Jezebels, and yeah, that last one almost killed me. Thank God I'm not in prison. I'd have killed her too. I'd have come from my grave and killed her. You're going to hear that kind of talk. And then it's going to remind you that you were pretty much that close. And so what could save your mind would be, I think I have something here.
Yes. I know how.
I wish it was love, because if it were love, all your boys can go to hell. Well, if they don't make heaven, well, sorry about
Well, there's still
that.
time for love, Joyce. There's still time for them to, and that's why they need to go somewhere and invest in each other and spend all that time together.
Who show are you on? There's time for, what do you mean there's time for love? What?
There's still time for
Excuse-
love happens.
Excuse me, no, I'm speaking of
Fall in love.
No,
with
excuse
your
me.
wife.
I'm speaking of the love that's a gift, not the one you manufacture. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. Hold on, I'll bring it back.
Welcome to
violating class. Such is not allowed by our constitution.
So if I want to do Simon now, I must be permitted. What kind of law is that one? What are we practicing in this country, sir? It's not done in your word, though.
Oh, you to really prosecute your somewhat. So every blessing before Sunday will be submitting our sermon for scrutiny. For me, it's appalling.
Let's start with the taxation, the endless taxing.
So long as you have this president in power, and the only way person that will reform this president will be when a new president come on board.
If you remove petrol subsidy, you're bringing in tax from every angle to deprive Nigerians of their own rights.
Stay tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's 2 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Right, Lagos, here's a break from the therapy session on Confessions Thursday. Here is what is happening right now, but in summary. 10 staff members of FIRS and United Capital have died in Tuesday's Afriland Towers fire on Broad Street, Lagos, while the FIRS confirmed 4 deaths. United Capital said it lost 6 workers in the blaze. Heirs Holdings is also mourning a staff member as Tony Lumelu promises a memorial for the deceased. President Tinubu has condoled with families of the fire victims in Lagos and praised emergency responders as traders at Mandalas are counting billions of naira in losses from the Lagos fire outbreak. The Lagos government has blamed generators on upper floors for the Central Plaza fire and has sealed off affected plazas, as Lagos has also suspended all land reclamation projects without clearance, citing flooding and safety concerns. Police are investigating a viral video of Excel College students drinking and smoking in a hostel. As Rivers Governor Sim Fubara resumes office after 6 months of emergency rule. Activists are demanding accountability for abandoned projects during the Rivers emergency rule. Rights group slams the Rivers emergency rule as a rape of democracy, faulting President Tinubu's actions. South youths, however, are praising Tinubu for ending the Rivers emergency rule and are urging him to focus on governance. Kogi government condemns a violent protest at Confluence University over alleged bias hiring, as Nupeng accuses Dangote Refinery of discouraging tanker drivers from joining unions. Ipman is urging patience with Dangote Refinery as it structures its workforce. Senator Ali Ndume is calling for dialogue between oil unions and the Dangote Refinery. London Mayor Sadiq Khan has accused Israel of genocide in Gaza, defying the UK government's stance. And an Israeli export leader has warned that proposed EU trade sanctions would be tough, but says the country will recover. That's all for now. It is back to Confessions Thursday with Joyce, right here at 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Ohaifel. Thank you for your time.
For news, sports, and talk that you can relate.
If I told you now to come and buy a Ashwebi for 20,000 naira, that you would quickly get that money out. But if I told you to come and do a health check and you should put down 20,000 naira, you probably would say it's very, very expensive.
That's too much now.
Why should I go and dash one doctor? And because people are not paying attention, people are therefore getting sicker and sicker.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hey Lagos, think back to the first person who taught you how to read, the one who believed in you when no one else did, the one who showed you that you could be more. That person was a teacher. Every profession begins with a teacher. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, artists, leaders, all were shaped by teachers. Yet, too often, teachers are the unsung heroes of our society. Now, the time has come to change that. On Saturday, 20th of September 2025, 9 a.m. at Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, over 60,000 teachers will gather for the very first time in the world in a historic Guinness World Record attempt. And guess what? Attendance is absolutely free. This is more than an event. It's a movement to celebrate teachers, to honor their sacrifice, and to declare to the world, teachers matter. Don't just hear about it, be there, be counted, be celebrated. Join us at the Let There Be Teachers Conference 2025. Visit www.1millionteachers.com. That is www.1millionTEACHERS.com or call 006 608 3168 006 608 3168 for more information, because teachers don't just teach, they change destinies.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Story.
If Vaughn
think that people can Lagos will be Joy.
6 minutes past 2 p.m.
Play one play.
Play one play so that one play will not play you.
25,000 naira. That's what you stand to get. I could have won a lot.
So I was going to say that I think I want to thank the last caller for calling, and I don't know whether you're disappointed at anything that may have been said here today, but I'm only just working with your own submissions, and I'm asking that if you think you want to leave because you don't love her, straightforward, that's okay. You want to leave, she did something to you, you can't quite forget it. You don't even think you can forgive her for it. You want to, well, fine. I mean, hey, no, I'm not asking you to stay back. But if you're going to stay, I think we're finding reasons that justify that. And you really want to do that honestly. You want to say, I want to establish that what we have is something. And I'm asking you to build something. And that's rather straightforward. I feel what's missing here is a lack of understanding. I feel you say that you understand that women are not built to shoulder burden, and maybe it's not just their back that breaks, maybe their psychology also can't quite handle it, because tough times tend to make women start acting like men as well. You see, so because the nature of what is difficult externally around the women sometimes also, maybe, why am I saying sometimes? Oh, half the time, really. Because if you see a woman who's really loved and pampered, she's soft, because the things around her make her delicate. They impose that delicate nature in her. Then when a woman is in like a tough environment, she tends to toughen up and,
adapt,
become like a man, right? I'm saying that. Now, I truly wish you, if there was anything I would want to give you here, from one soul to another, it would be love. But it did not come with the package. So I'm asking you to build something. Vaughn thinks that you can build love.
Yes.
I think you can build friendship.
So what you don't have is understanding. Now you can build that. Now you can have a version of what you're going to have is that you like her, she likes you, and you build something that both of you can invest your future into. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be the love that's a gift. And I don't mean to spoil it for you. It is what it is. Leave me alone, Vaughn.
Joyce, I'm not holding you.
But because so this whole in the studio, the back and forth is Vaughn is like, he can build love. I'm like, what do you?
So here's why, Joyce. Here's why
I don't care. I'm done listening to you. I'm not. You can build something, Vaughn. It is what you can build. You call it love. That thing you're calling love does not compare to the love that is a gift.
I agree with you.
Why are we bound?
No, I agree. What I'm saying, I agree with you, right? But I'm also saying that people also can get a second chance at love. Because again, it's a gift. Yes, people can. So just because he did not have that with his wife, because they probably didn't, there was not enough time, they just got married and then she traveled, right? Doesn't mean that they cannot build something that has meaning beyond just understanding. They can, because people again marry people.
What is understanding and meaning, Vaughn?
What I'm
They're together.
Yes, what I am saying is
It's
that
loads of love.
understanding is good, right? They can build understanding, and that is great. But I think they also have a chance to fall in love with each other while they are married. That is the point
Yeah,
I'm
well,
making.
point of
I
friendship,
strongly believe that there's still a chance for them. Because again, Joyce, they're both young.
That's not the point. I am saying that there's a love that's a gift.
I agree,
Yeah,
and
we're
I accept
acknowledging
that.
that.
I acknowledge that.
But we're saying, she's saying, we can
I'm
get
saying you would
another
build
person.
something.
Yeah.
You would build. You would have.
And that something can still be love.
No, it's not. Stop. 10 minutes past 2
Type of
p.m.
love.
Good grief.
Okay, lots of logic. Love.
There's something that you take, and then there's something that's given. It's like there's a skill you harness, and then there's the skill that is given.
And they have two
There's the
different
parable.
skills,
There's
but
the
they are still
parable of the
skill.
talent. One man was given 1 talent. Another was given 2. Another was given 5. There are gifts, and then there are what people build. There's what you build. There's consent, and there's manufactured consent.
Okay.
There is original. There's artificial. What's the back and forth for? It's 2 p.m. It's the Lords of Logic.
All along it was a fever. A cold sweat, hot-headed believer. I threw my hands in the air and said, show me something. He said, if you dare, come and round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living. It's not just something you take, it's given. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way, and I want you to stay. Ooh, the reason I hold on. Cause I need this hole gone. Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who needed saving. Cause when you never see the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me out the way. I want you to stay.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows
Over your rainbow.
is the sunny side
They better know it.
with Joyce.
There are mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them.
And so, we do not leave to chance our duty to think. For why else then are we free beings? For it is slaves who run into fantasies, flatteries, and fads as one goes into sickness.
What is your profession?
Go now. Run along and tell your Xerxes he faces free men here, not slaves.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Quality talk.
Intelligent conversations.
Always interesting.
So engaging.
Sometimes even mind-boggling.
Nigeria Info. Ask everyone. Anyone. Where are the Lords? This is the Lords of Logic on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Now we're talking.
It's a ride.
Nah,
You won't be in
this Vaughn, I
control.
feel like I want to
You want
throw
to,
her all over the place.
but they've taken the remote control from your hand. It's so sad.
Ha, love. Now, fallen in love before, man, it's insane. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's if there's anything you want to be in this world is in love. Not that thing that you create. The gift, that's that one that you can't control. That's where you will know power belongs to God. These
I
people are doing
mean,
that.
not to you. You cannot calculate. You want to really, but your button is at the back, so you go back to where you're coming from. So
Like you would fall in love, and then they'll tell you that this person wants to kill you. I'd be like, yeah, I'll die. What's death?
What time am I dying again?
What time are we dying again?
I do not. I'm not. I do not.
You've not experienced it. That's why. You've not. You don't even want it. There you go. You don't even want
I think that
it.
most people want to be in control and say that, oh yes, even if I'm in love, I want to still use my brain. But apparently,
You don't know what it means for someone like me who uses their brain that much to fall in love, and then my brain just
your brain shut down and your
My
brain
brain
abandoned you and
Our
let
brain
your
is
heart
looking at- our brain is there. She's here. It's like
and let your heart do the
I
thinking.
can't do anything, and the heart is like, yeah.
Do you know that like I fell in love and reason became a slave. Like anything I would do was for love. I just became a willing servant. I was just okay. Oh,
I mean,
okay.
to have that kind
okay.
of love or to give that kind of love is precious. And I understand it. I really do.
Oh, finally you do.
Joyce, I've always understood it. But I'm saying, Yes, exactly. That's what.
He didn't look at character or whatnot. He just sacrificed.
But I don't think I can give that kind of love because I'm too.
When he saw the cross, he was like, can you just take the cup and just
Lakers, we are talking about love, and Vaughn just
also an emotion.
Love.
Let's be logical about it.
No,
let's not be emotional.
Let me tell you, if you fell in love, the one that type that's a gift. First of all, you don't even know you can fly.
You'd like to try.
Look, if you fell in love, that love that's a gift where you didn't build it, it just met you and captured you and held you slave, you're gonna fly. You're gonna soar. Heaven will come to earth. There's nothing as beautiful as being in love. But
it's also very dangerous.
That's the thing. It looks like it's so very dangerous, but like
because that kind of love can be your undoing. I don't want that.
You already know that. Jesus knew that he wasn't undoing, and he undid.
That's the only.
He was undone.
That's the
Bam.
only way I want to love. That's the only
Even
way.
though up and still.
And it's beautiful.
That's the only way I want to love. If I'm gonna be, if it's this thing where I have to, if I can rationalize
Use your
it,
brain.
if I can give a reason why,
Can calculate 1 or 2.
I'm not even gonna stay because you're gonna do something and I'm not gonna like it and I'm not gonna stay.
Hmm.
And I don't believe in, what was those things your grandmothers tell you?
Just endure and build and. I mean,
No.
I understand it. I
Why
understand.
are we
Joyce.
after our grandmother's?
But in this man's case, it's not to.
They can just
Joyce
build,
throws her shoes at me.
build a friendship, okay? Just build that
You
one. That
people
one
can still
build.
fall in love. I don't. Joyce wants to poke my
A
eyes.
loving friendship.
She wants to put her fingers in my eyes and say, "Get out of my studio."
Because I've been in love
I hear you,
before.
Joyce. Mhm.
I know exactly what I'm
How that feels
talking
and
about.
yes.
I know that if there's anything I want to give to you, I want to give you the passion, the heart, the courage. Do you know that if you fall in love, you need courage to endure pleasure?
Yeah.
No, you didn't hear me. When you fall in love, you need courage to endure the pleasure that comes from it. Knocks you out
completely.
You'll be here and you can't stop thinking about, you don't even mean to, but you can't stop thinking about someone. You sit here and you want what is better for you want the other person to succeed more because it's not arrogant. It's it's like
Selfless.
it's selfless. So you want better for the other person than you want for yourself. It is your pleasure to serve the other person.
Yes.
So you wake up every day for, how do I serve you today?
I guess I'll just be happy single.
No, that thing you told that guy, you can do it. You can go build love since you think that's something. You can go do that.
If I cared much enough, if I cared enough,
Can you see?
really
You don't
care
even
at this
care.
point. No, I don't.
It's a lot.
All right, the Lords of Logic.
You guys, you have exhausted Joyce today.
You guys are ordinary. you guys are insanely ordinary. Look,
every day.
you guys are so ordinary that you have to engage in an argument from the perspective of a lack of experience.
Let's be logical.
That's how ordinary you are. All right, let's try this. Let's be logical. If you're in love, can you call and tell us how? If you've ever been in love, can you call the show today on the Lords of Logic and tell us how your logic and your emotions work? Vaughn, sit down there and be silent.
I'm listening. I'm gonna just keep quiet and listen.
On the Lords of Logic today, let's be logical.
Let's not be emotional about this.
But it's love, so love is illogical. So Joyce, I don't know. This is a paradox.
She's playing
with
devil's
love. It
advocate.
is illogical.
So let's be logical about. Let's calculate it.
Welcome to the Lords of
God help
Logic. No, let me introduce the show. So the topic on the Lords of Logic is, I say that there is an error in the judgment of the human capability to separate emotions from logic. I say that they run into each other, that they inform each other. And I would even go further to say that emotion is the substrata upon which logic sits. Now, I'm going to make a little detour and say, if you've ever been in love, you don't even have to be a scientist to be able to tell me how your logic and your emotions work. So I'd love for the crowd today to benefit from the intelligence or the intellect of those who have been in love before, to tell us how your logic and your emotions interplay to inform your actions or your judgment. Welcome to the Lords of Logic.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
This October 1st, Nigeria marks another year of independence. But the big question is, how far have we really come? From the first flag hoisted in 1960 to the challenges of today, how has Nigeria fared since independence? Have we truly managed our democratic progress? Or are we still finding our way? Join all your favorite hosts on Nigeria Info FM together at one table with special guest analysts for a no-holds-barred conversation on The Round Table. Independence Day special. Date Wednesday, October 1st. Time 9 a.m. Don't just celebrate. Join the conversation that defines our nation. The Round Table on Nigeria Info FM. Lagos, let's talk.
Hungry for that real Nigerian flavor? Step into Ejala Foods, where every bite tastes like home. From fresh sizzling seafood to hearty soups, from smoky jollof rice to mouth-watering swallow and sides, we serve it fresh, we serve it local, and we serve it delicious. We're cooking for you every day at 45B Sus Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. 37 Bode Thomas Street, Surulere opposite Access Bank. Number 40 Fola Osibo Road, Lekki Phase 1. Follow the taste on Instagram at ejala.ng. Ejala Foods, your taste buds will thank you.
This is Nigeria Info, where the conversation begins.
Do you think, as a scientist, we need GMOs in Nigeria?
Nigeria as a government has a policy that promotes the use of advanced biotechnology in ensuring food security, environmental conservation, and health improvement.
MDMA is there from the lab, from the containment level. Before it gets to the field, MDMA would have known that this crop will contaminate, and the regulatory agency, of course, will stop that before it gets to the Nigerian market.
Toby Amusan, I'm sure you've seen that video, you've heard what she said. Is it satisfying what the AFN said?
You know, there is so much corruption in any aspect, in any sector. We are in a country where the worst of us rule the best of us.
Nigeria as a country is not ready for anything development. But Nigeria is
What do you mean?
Destruction.
Why? What do you mean by that?
Stay with us on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
.3 Nigeria Info. Attention secondary schools in Lagos. It's back. It's bigger. It's bolder than ever. It's the season 9 of the Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament. And this November, the battle for ultimate bragging right begins. So if you have what it takes to face the youngest, brightest minds in Lagos, if your school can debate, rise, and claim the crown, then this just is for you. Okay, this is your moment. Your registration is ongoing and it will close September 30th. Yes, this month, September 30th, it will close. So you do not want to miss it. Go now, tell your schoolmates, gather your team, register, because registration is school based, not individual based, school based. Okay, so you have to gather your team and secure your spot early. How to register is pretty easy. Okay, it's 3 quick steps. First step is visit nigeriainfo.fm. Second step is click on the I beg to differ banner. Third step is fill the form, and that's it. You're in. It's that easy. Go to the website nigeriainfo.fm. Step 2, click on the I beg to differ banner. Step 3, fill the form, and that's it. Okay, it's not just a debate, it's a tournament of champions. It's I beg to differ, the tournament of champions.
The Lords of Logic on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
There are mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them.
And so, we do not leave to chance our duty to think. For why else then are we free beings? For it is slaves who run into fantasies, flatteries, and fads as one goes into sickness.
What is your profession? Gonna run along and tell your Xerxes he faces free men here, not slaves.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Where are the Lords? This is the Lords of Logic on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info was still on the sunny side. It's the Lots of Logic. I hope you know the topic here. I hope the Lords are awake. Okay, good luck.
Hello, welcome to the show. It's the Lords of Logic.
What now?
You can't be a lord.
Good afternoon.
How old are you?
Good afternoon.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine. My name is
Jesus.
Emmanuel.
Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling you from Aja. Sorry, I went to pick up my kids.
Okay.
So you're talking about love and what love can do. How far can love go? In summary, is what your question is.
No. It's emotions and logic.
And logic, do they go hand in hand or they separate?
They don't go hand in hand.
Yeah, well,
they're separate.
They are very, very on different level, separated completely, not even separate. If you separate, you see in the process, separated
completely.
Because
So
if you want to do it your own way, the next partner is doing it her own way. I introduced somebody into this program today. You see, love, you might want to do love the way you think it is, while the next partner is seeing it like you are wrong. I sacrifice a lot in my relationship, in my marriage. I sacrifice a lot. I go the extra mile, but my partner is seeing it like I'm doing nothing. And if stop it. And if she wants to do in her own way, she's expecting that we must do it together. So, okay, these are my little sacrifices that I think I should just share with you. I do e-hailing driving work, and I do other businesses attached to it. No matter what I do, I make sure I come back before 3 p.m. to pick up the kids. This is my own sacrifice. And I make sure wherever she goes to, I don't want to know, but I prepare the kids for school every day since my children were born till today. I'm sacrificing a lot, right? I'm providing a lot, right? But how will you feel when it comes to that little 10 minutes time for you to serve me food? You are serving me food and you are grumbling. You are serving me food and you are like, you just throw the food to the table, or you want me to eat. You are
okay. So you should have called me on Confessions. But here's the thing, though. She's not in love with you too. One, and then the other thing is that you think that logic and emotions are two independent things. Why aren't you being logical with the way she treats you? Why can't she just treat you? Why do you need her to be emotional about the way she treats you?
She got the orientation that men are wicked to women when it comes to marriage. So she's standing her feet even before the marriage.
Is that a logical thing to do?
That is, on her own perspective, that's a logical thing to do.
Yeah, but you seem to be expecting her to be emotional about her logicality because maybe emotions will change her.
Not being emotional. Be free the same way I am free. I am sacrificing my life, my blood, my sweat to make sure you are comfortable, to make sure you are...
What do you think it would take for her to understand what you're doing? Logic or emotions?
I want to put it in the aspect of emotion.
So, you need emotion to inform her logic then?
Yes.
But you said that emotions and logic are two different things.
Okay, get me right now. But my logic should call her emotion.
Olodo, your logic should call her...
Yes. my own. Yes, that's my logic, right? She call her emotion. She's responsible to love.
Yeah, but if you say that logic and emotions are two separate things, and she has suspended her emotions, well, she's treating you logically. She's being logical.
But is that the right way?
Oh wait, but you just said that logic and emotions are separate.
Yes, they are separate things, but when it comes to love, and this is supposed to work together.
But she doesn't love you at this point, so you should be able to live with this logicality.
So she's logically treating you as her husband, nothing more.
But normally, even before I came into this relationship, even before I came into this marriage, I've never expected any woman to love me.
Well,
okay.
This is you accepting defeat now, but I can let you have it. Since you don't want to fight for love, but yeah.
Normal. I don't expect any woman to love me. I just need you to respect me. It is my duty as a
But you
man
would
to
love it if a woman loved you.
If a woman loves
lie,
me,
let God just make your dreams come true now.
Let the baby just
lie.
whack you in the face.
Joyce, you're not acting well. Is it because
I'm not acting well? I said you're on a lodo. You think I'm joking?
She asked you a question.
It's
if
okay.
a woman loves you, would
It's
you
all
like
right, it's
it?
all right. So so you're living your life knowing that you're not loved. Not maybe your children love you, but your wife doesn't love you, and this is forever.
Oh shit, that's bad.
Yeah, I want to think it is not forever, but for the meantime, she's trying to plant her feet, but I don't know where she's planting the feet.
May the force be with you. Thank you so much, handsome. When it changes, holler at your girl.
No, I'm not holler at you again because I'm frustrated. Hey.
You used to holler.
Lagos. Today is crazy. Okay, I'm saying my position is that logic and emotions are intertwined. Emotion is the fundamental. It's fundamental to right judgment. So I'm hoping that when you call me, you have good examples to justify your let's be logical, let's not be emotional on the Lords of Logic. Welcome to I Lost Jamaica Back as the Lords of Logic.
That's an emotional person.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Please turn off
You
your
can
radio
run,
set
but you
when
can't
you're
hide.
calling.
That's what you can't do. Hello, welcome to the Lords of Logic.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
What?
Emmanuel speaking to you from Ekwe.
Yeah. Let's be logical. Let's not be emotional.
You know, we hardly agree on some things sometimes.
You're on a lodo now. How will you agree?
Oh, you're a lodo about
Okay, so what's your commentary?
Logic and emotion work together. You know, it's just like, a mechanic, you know. Who wants
Don't agree with me, don't agree, because you have to defend it.
Hey, wait, now, do you want us to fight again?
Yeah.
To fight.
Mechanic who wants to go and repair a generator, you know, in Lekki from Aja. He take his bath, you know. He's going to repair the generator if he goes to Lekki, wearing clothes or not, you know, because he knows how to do it. Now, logic will make him repair the generator, but emotion will make him put on clothes, you know, in order to go to Lekki. People most likely use that phrase, you know, people who violate other people's rights. You know, if you turn that phrase, you know, if you want to use it against them, they won't agree with you.
Okay.
So, I believe logic and emotion, you know, works together. In as much as you are human, you know, it's what works pari passu. Yeah, thank you.
All right. The Lords of Logic, welcome to Nigeria Info. How are you?
Good evening.
Welcome. What's your name?
Can you hear me?
No. Are you a Lord today?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, good. Tell us your name.
I want to remain anonymous.
That's not going to be good for Lords.
Ooh. Okay. This is your question. Okay. Yeah. See, I want to say something concerning what you said. You said love, not even now. Not when you were speaking with one. You talked about love can't be built, right?
Back. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You said love can't be built.
Yvonne says that the one she knows is the one you build. I don't work. Huh?
Okay, then. Now,
What did you do?
now, let me give this example. Maybe it was built or not. It's just an example that happened to me. Some years back, I asked a lady out. Can you say when you have feelings for someone, you are in love with the person already?
Nope. You can have feelings and it's
You
not
have
love.
to verify the feelings. I know what they are.
The feelings were there. You understand? But she fell in love the first time we had that kiss. She told me, I think maybe 2-3 months later, that she was not in love with me when she even accepted to be my girlfriend. That it was, and I asked, when did you fall in love? She said when we had our first kiss. That's number one. Another thing I want to ask is, Joyce, you said something that when you fall in love, you are vulnerable to anything. You were saying it. Let me confirm again. Is that what you said? Anything?
Why are you trying to use mine to measure yours? We're two different people.
Okay, now.
Tell me
let's say
yours.
that kind of love you have now. Someone tells you to lay down your life for them. You would go ahead to do it.
No, you don't. If I loved you, you wouldn't have to tell me to.
Okay, agree. Now let the person you are falling deeply in love with, like you said, that kind of love, tells you to choose someone. Are you going to be logical or you are going to use emotion? Because now
this is what sort of example are you bringing? Do you suppose I'm going to be loving a psychopath? Do you suppose that this is what this is about?
No. I'm not. Even if you don't love a psychopath.
And who tells you that if I love the psychopath and he said I should throw you away, I wouldn't even have been the first person to suggest that I throw you away?
Shall I throw him away?
For thinking that for this opinion you have.
Queen loves Joker. She did stuff.
No. But you use emotion.
You said what?
What?
Oh, God.
I use emotion to throw you down. As long as I throw you down, anything can be at work.
It's logical. Bye.
Oh, Lords of Logic. See, I want you to...
Some of the lords are awake and the rest are eating. What's time? They're hungry.
Where are the lords, Joyce?
They've gone to lunch.
So I do understand that sometimes the topics can be tricky. Sometimes the topics can be complex. For me, well, maybe because I've had time to think about it, and I hope I've given you enough time to think about it. If you don't understand a topic, find an example that you think can justify your position that logic is separate from emotions, and let's penetrate that example. But then I tell you to read, and I think you don't have both the courage nor do you have the desire to want to find out these things for yourself. But then the tragedy of your position is that you say these things and good God, you live them out sometimes. I wish you would find the desire for refinement, to refine your own self, just so that you're a lot better. But in the absence of all of that, find a good example where you think logic in action is independent of emotion. My position is that logic and emotions are intertwined, and fundamentally to logic would be emotions at the foundation. So you say, let's separate emotions from logic. I say that's an impossibility, because even your human brain has emotions physically wired into it. So every time you say, let's separate emotions from logic, it's wrong. The language is wrong. The comprehension thereof is wrong. We can even flip it and take it back. When you usually say, let's separate emotions from logic, the import is that the person who is being logical, or the person who's saying separate emotions from logic, is trying to pose as someone with more clarity, or in some instances, more intelligence. And if the sunny side is anything to go by, on your average day where you're separating emotions from logic, you can see how good you can judge yourself. You can see that, yeah. Do I need to give you examples of emotions? So you at least should call the show today and debate the fact that emotions and logic are separate. If you can, at least. Okay, so this one says, Joyce, I have really never thought about this until you brought it up. Honestly, I used to be one of those men who frequently use the term, let's separate emotions from logic. But now that you're forcing us to think about it, I think I may have to change. Wait, are you changing? Why do you want to change? Is it that you now agree that emotions inform logic? You have to tell me what it is why you're changing. All right? This message goes, well, thank you so much, Joyce. I really do appreciate your topics on the Lords of Logic. I seem to learn so much of what I thought I knew. Oh, you're not giving in already now, are you? Oh, come on. Okay, well, that's good, but hey, debate it. Hello, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. This is Lord Kenny. How are you?
Welcome, Lord Kenny. Go ahead.
What I would say really is reason and emotion, logic and emotions, they are intertwined. And I'll use this example to answer it. I've fallen in love before. And when someone falls in love and it's a gift, the kind of love that is a gift where you're always thinking about the person, it's all about the person's good and everything. When it's not reciprocated after a prolonged time frame, or it has been abused in any way, or you've been constantly disappointed, then your reason kicks in and you can recoil back. So that's why I would say emotions and logic have an interplay.
I don't like you guys are not fighting today. You're not really debating this thing.
But I
all right, if you tap in, all right, good then, or tap out actually at this point. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Okay, so I need lords who would like to debate it. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, Joyce.
Good to have you.
Godman, yeah.
Good to have you. Welcome, Lord Godman.
Yeah. So first and foremost, please don't call me Olodo. Thank you.
Why Olodo?
I know now you might just call me Olodo. I won't. It touched me. Let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, they are intertwined.
Wait.
Yes.
Didn't you call me last week to say that they were separate?
I'm coming, Joyce.
Good God. Why? You lords, huh? Okay, go ahead. I'll listen.
When I was saying this, from what I said, I remember very clearly what I said. I said when someone's acting emotionally, they are acting on their emotions more than with reason. I didn't say they were actually different.
Is that the right characterization in that moment? Do you mean self-control?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes. So let me. I really am going somewhere. Could you just give me maybe 1 minute? Let me. So you can actually separate your emotion from your logic. You can act both ways, like emotionally while you're still using your logic, and also you can act without your emotions being in place. You can act, so they are intertwined. There are sometimes when they can come together to act, and there are sometimes when you don't need it. You don't need emotion. For example, if you're angry, and you're acting on that emotion, that anger, without reason, without logic, you would do things that will not be rational. At the end of the day,
okay, wait. I think we need to pick your words apart. Okay.
And another time when you're not angry, when you're just level-headed, when you're just no emotions, you're able to act in a way.
No. I'm saying to you that in that moment where you think that there are no emotions are present. So I think you mean self-control, that a person is control, that they're controlling themselves.
Like I just used anger, for example.
Yeah.
I get angry and I decide not to act on my anger.
In that moment, do you have emotions there?
The anger is the emotion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
to not act on something doesn't mean the thing is not there. So you're controlling yourself. So here, what you are doing is, so if you say, in that moment where you're angry and you say, I'm offended, but I'm not going to act, you have expressed two things. Your emotion, one, present, consistent, and logic, which is you have given language to your emotion.
But I didn't act on it, right?
Yeah, to not act on it doesn't mean it's not there. In your social constructs, you say that emotion is independent of logic. And I'm saying to you that emotion is not independent of logic because even in the human brain, emotions are physically wired to the human brain.
Emotions can be independent.
Okay, wait. Let's flip the question. If emotions are physically wired into the human brain and you say, let's not be emotional, let's be logical, that part of your brain, what's happening there?
So where's your proof about this? Where did you get?
Are you joking? I read it last week. Okay, Google it and come back. Okay, you know what? Google it. Prove me. No, wait. Google it. Prove me wrong and come back. How about that?
Google emotional, Kenny. Can Kenny just Google emotional? And
She's
tell
not
us
your
the-
slave. I want you to go read about it. So you go, you Google it, and prove me wrong. What kind of God are you if someone is doing your thinking for you or doing your research for you? Google it and come and tell me I'm wrong. Welcome, Lords, to the Lords of Logic. Hey, how are you?
Hey, thank God to Joyce. How are you? This is Moses calling from Lekki.
Yeah, welcome. Are you a Lord or you're a passerby?
Trust me now. First, emotion and logic goes together. Because the first thing, when you are talking and you are using your hand, what is that? That is your logic, your emotion working together at the same time. Hello, Joyce.
What?
So
why did you change your mind?
Yeah, both of them. I never changed my mind. This is Moses calling from Lekki. I don't know who changes mind. For me, logic and emotional work together. Now, when we talk about love, like when you're talking about love, I was just doing laughing. Yeah, love is that action that when you are able to sit yourself down and say to yourself, oh, this person, even, okay, for example, this person because of, oh, tomorrow this tape is no more there. Can I continue being this particular way to this person? Can I continue treating this person right? And
hello? Hey, lost you. All right. Lords of Logic, Nigeria Info, welcome to the show.
my name is Robert.
Okay, go ahead.
Joyce, let me be personal here. I've killed love from my mind very long time ago. I don't love, both in my emotion, in my psychology, everything. If any woman say want to love me, there's no problem. Then me, I don't love anybody. Thank you very much.
Your life must be hard.
It's out outside. If you're outside, at least try and get love, eh?
No, it's okay. I mean, I think a person must want it to have it. And if he doesn't want it, and it's fine. We can live with that. He's living with it. It's the Lords of Logic. Welcome, Lords, to the Lords of Logic. I lost you. Make it back. This sudden... Anyway, at least I don't mind that you change your mind. I mind that you're probably not too sure why you're changing your mind. Maybe suddenly you can see the light. But I want you to think about it. Read about it. Why wouldn't you read about it? And then let me know whether you think, indeed, logic is independent of emotions. Hello, welcome to the Lords of Logic. How are you?
Good afternoon, madam.
Welcome, what's your name?
My name is Lord Simon from Owe, Ogun State.
Okay, so good to have you on the Lords of Logic.
Yes, I always tune to your program because I take most delight in your program. And I want to share my own opinion on this.
Please, thank you for being here. Go ahead.
Okay, now, from a year back, I love a lady to the extent that I train her as a mom. Are you hearing me, ma'am?
Yeah, Kemi, yeah.
I said I love a lady, okay? I train her as a law, qualifying her.
I'm with you.
Having done that, I told her that I want to follow her to her parents. Let me marry her as a wife. And at the end of the day, she turned my request down. And as she turned my request down that she cannot marry me because I'm not a language to her.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the same state.
Yeah.
But all this while, we dated for more than 4 or 5 years. And I spent my hard-earned money on her. But later I said, let us get married. I'm tired of friendship.
Okay, I want you to pardon me, please. I want you to please wait. I want to go off on a break and I'll come back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Lagos in a moment.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Are you finding it difficult?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just.
Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Are the Lords. This is the Lords of Logic on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let me tell you, I don't like the way all of you just tapped in. We're gonna go to WhatsApp. I kind of prepared for the whole back and forth and the comeback. Suddenly you agree just like that.
They don't. You know how long the last one took?
Okay. We're gonna read WhatsApp messages. I hope I find something to contend with.
Woo! This person says, Lord EJ, we can be emotionally logical, but we can be logical emotionally, depending on the elements you're dealing with.
What? We can't be what?
Emotionally logical, but we can be logical emotionally, depending on the elements you're dealing with.
Is this your attempt at pun on words? What do you mean we cannot be logically emotional? Well, that thing that girl said on social media, you cannot job your love, you love your job. What is this? Okay, I'm going to assume you make sense. I'm going to assume I understand it. All right, good. Thank you.
Emotions is different from logic. That's why they would tell the doctor not to carry out an operational section on members of his family because of the emotional attachment. Yes, you suspend the emotional part of your brain in order to be logical. That's why you will see someone being faced with sad situation won't cry in the presence of everyone, but cry when he or she is alone. This person says, logic they reason with head, emotion they reason with heart. Logic go ask, shey it makes sense. Emotion go ask, how will they make me feel? Logic and emotion are two separate things, but can go hand in hand. Logic is based on reasoning, fact, and objectivity. Emotion is based on feelings, experience, and instinct.
Okay, hold on. Run that back. Logic is based on what?
Reasoning, fact, and objectivity.
What are emotions? So I think we need to. Is our emotions not a class of language? Because here, from what you're stating, you're nearly suggesting run back the logic.
So logic is based on reasoning, facts, or objectivity.
You're suggesting that emotions do not reason as a set of language.
Says
as a set of complex language, not just language. Emotions are a complex set of languages. So Google what I said about the brain or emotions being wired into the brain. So what are the other ones?
It says emotion is based on feelings, experience, and instincts.
So but logic is based on reasoning,
fact, and objectivity.
So what is the makeup of your fact? If we're gonna make up a fact, that Kemi is good. To arrive at that, what is the journey from stat to that conclusion? Because so that's the thing. You have to break down that logic into comprehensible bullet points or pockets. For Femi, what's your name, honey? Kemi.
Yes, with
For
K.
Kemi to be good, we're trying to establish all the processes that have led us to that determination. So you're saying that except you're saying fact is 1 + 1. So that can be a form of fact. But if we also say that a form of fact can be Kemi is good, then we're saying that emotions must equally have informed the formation of that logic. Okay, but wait. So I think a lot of you now are picking up this conversation where we can live it up for today. We can bring it back next week. I hope I can speak to people who have fallen in love to give us some insight into how their mentality or the patterning of their human brain works when they're in love. You can give us something we can work with, and we can continue the debate next week. I want to thank you. But you all tapped in today. We need a little conflict around here. See how much trouble we can get ourselves into. It's 3 p.m., but my work's done today. Have a beautiful weekend. See you next week, and thanks to the ladies for stressing me out.
What kind of law is that one? What are we practicing in this country, sir? It's not done in your word, though. Oh, you to really prosecute your somewhat. So every blessing before Sunday will be submitting our sermon for scrutiny. Promise appalling.
Let's start with the taxation, the endless taxing.
So long as you have this president in power, and the only way person that will reform this president will be when a new president come on board.
If you remove petrol subsidy, you're bringing in tax from every angle to deprive Nigerians of their own rights.
Stay tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's 3 o'clock. The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
After 6 long months under emergency rule, Governor Sim Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu are back in charge of Rivers State. A large crowd of supporters gathered at the government house in Port Harcourt today, eagerly welcoming them. The state had been under the control of retired Admiral Ibagate Ibas since March, when President Bola Tinubu declared a state of emergency. This was a response to a bitter political feud between Governor Fubara and his predecessor, now FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. In June, the president brought Fubara, Wike and Speaker Martin Amehule together in what appeared to be a peace initiative. Now all eyes will be on Governor Fubara to see how he navigates the political balancing act in Rivers State. Moving on, education stakeholders are supporting the federal government's decision to make history a compulsory subject in basic schools. Former NAPS President Chief Yomi Otubela stated that the subject will help students connect with Nigeria's roots. He dismissed concerns about political influence, emphasizing that history is about culture, independence, citizenship, rather than politics. Regarding reports that Chinese may also be made compulsory, he clarified that only French is officially included in the curriculum, while Chinese remains optional. The Federal Fire Service has established a nationwide task force to